Hello, I'm Jimbo. Welcome back, and I say welcome back because I've only made one video with the Kymron Mini-Excavator, and that was when I purchased it, brought it back from Muskogee, Oklahoma, and unloaded it. And then I brought it in here and I talked about the 7 attachments that I bought and the quick attach. And then I went out to the north side and dug out, tried to dig out a small stump. You could barely see it in the dirt, but it had an extensive root system underneath. But anyway, the machine I was having a little bit of trouble. I'm definitely not an operator for sure. But I got some really nice comments. I appreciate how nice everybody was, talking about the positioning of the machine, you know, being a little bit closer. And also a comment about maybe the power of the machine's been dialed down a little bit. That could be true, I'm not sure. Tomorrow I'm gonna test one of the other comments about how to test the power on this thing with lifting with the blade and the boom itself. But the people, I'll just mention them, hopefully I don't murder this. Scott Abashia from Minnesota, and then Merryman RC, and JT Soki Hobby and Adventures 6666, and Jim King Selectronics. Yeah, they were just very nice. I really appreciate the comments, and I'm just going to test some of that stuff later. But since then, I've dug out about 8 stumps. With some of the video clips that I'm going to put on there is probably when I had about 6 stumps done. But I learned a lot on the digging down, staying closer, and getting down to where, you know, some of the roots are maybe about this big. And then I started using an axe, so I dig a lot less, make less of a mess like one of the comments made. I don't have to go so far out. So yeah, it's just been really fun. And the stumps have been pretty decent size. So some of the clips at the end are going to be how this machine was actually able to lift those stumps out of those holes. I was amazed at the power of the machine. And you also got to stay safe too, you know, going back to that dialing up or down the pressure and stuff. And I'm also not a mechanic, so we'll just be using it as is. But one thing that I would like to know, one other thing I'll say, I started watching this guy about, his channel name is Our Life in Trees, and he just bought the exact same machine probably a month or 2 after me, the 2025 version of the XH20D. And so he's got quite a few subscribers, and I'm looking forward to watching more of his video on this exact model. That's what I'm interested in. So speaking of this exact model, I'd really like to know if there's any of you out there have any suggestions on maintenance, things to watch, because we know that things can rattle loose. With some of the smaller models, I've seen where, like the drive pump to spin the whole cab, maybe some of the bolts can loosen up or the gears and things. So I would really be interested in what I can find out about doing some maintenance. Winter is setting in, got a nice garage here. I can learn something about mechanics. I got a good friend that hopefully will come out and help me out some. But so far the machine has been really good. And the other thing I wouldn't mind some comments on is when I go out and do the stumps, I have the axe along and the ripper tooth, and then also the hammer drill, because that is for switching the attachments quickly with the bolt style attachment here. What I wouldn't mind doing is finding a way to securely maybe hang those 3 items here. I've seen some where they put like a basket on the back. Now that reduces your, you know, your zero, can't remember what they call it, where you don't really hit stuff when you spin. And I'm more out in the open when I'm using this thing anyway, but I don't like things rattling around either. So if you have some suggestions on maybe something I could build to like hang the ripper tooth on and the axe and to be able to have the hammer drill on, that would be really cool. So anyway, that's really about all I have for now, but I appreciate the comments, and I'll show you what I've done up to this point, along with lifting some of those stumps. So thanks for watching. the next one, old son. what, that hole's bigger than it looks from the camera there. But those two stumps came out so much better than I thought they would. As I learned to run this machine and where to take pressure off and on, It's quite a little monster for its size, so I am very happy with this thing. Now we're going to try a third one, bigger one. Well, as you can see, I've been digging for a while on this one. She's big and she's deep, but you can see that one root right there. Probably gonna have to try to get a hold of that with an axe or something. But that's a deep hole, 3/4 of the way around this thing. But you just run the machine carefully and you can get down through there. It's just a question of what's it take to bust the roots. And the other thing I'm having trouble with is there is some frost in the ground, so once you get that first hole dug, you can go down a ways, but you maybe have to break some of that frost from below. So that's what I've been doing with the machine here, and we'll see how it goes now. Good one so far. You can see how this is the part that spreads out right here, hooked on the 2 pins. Hang the top one, tighten onto the back. if I'll be able to lift this thing out. That baby is lifted. I'm gonna just back away slowly and we'll push it out of the way with a tractor later. That'll be safer. Just get it away from the hole. Nice and easy. Well, I tell you what, that was quite a day of digging. Got 3 stumps, one smaller one medium, maybe 2/3 the size of that, and then that big baby. So, wow, it's a beautiful day in December here in southeastern South Dakota, and I'll tell you what, this got almost 30 hours on the Kymron now, and learning how to use it a little bit more. You really saw what that ripper tooth did, and it's just been a great day. I'm glad I bought this thing.